Super Cup Donut Patrol. How funny is that? Check this out. Starting off this vlog with some amazing wildlife here. Wow, look at this. Walking up to Mount Rushmore in the early morning. Look at the sun hitting their faces. So beautiful. But I have something even more interesting to show you here. What most people like to do when they come to Mount Rushmore is stand up on that common area, on that platform, gaze across at the presidents and take that amazing picture, especially in the morning with the sun hitting it. It's incredible. But what I'm more interested in showing you is that there's a trail alongside, down underneath the noses of the presidents that a lot of people don't even know about. There's even a cave down there. So I'm going to take you down there and show you how close you can actually get. It's pretty amazing. Check this out. So when you come here, the trail that I'm talking about goes to the left of the presidents and then down and basically underneath them, as close as you can possibly get. So this is the cave that sits underneath Mount Rushmore, right below George Washington. You can imagine what it must have been like standing in this cave in the 1930s, watching Mount Rushmore being made. Pretty incredible. So look at the massive carvings left behind as he chipped away and they fell down the mountainside. Amazing. You know, as close as we are, it still doesn't do it justice how big those things are. They're 60 feet. So this is looking back at where everybody stands. Typically, that's where all the flags are, and that's where the common area is. So this is what it looks like, looking back at them. You know, as a kid, I always pictured them using chisels, chiseling out the eyes and the nose and everything. But in reality, 90% of it was done with dynamite. And then they used these jackhammers to do the finishing touches. It was actually quite an achievement. So this is the man right here, the man with the plan. Gutzon Borglum. Hope I didn't just hack his name up. Guy's a genius. Amazing. This is a 1-inch scale model of Mount Rushmore done in 1936. Incredible. Plaster masks like this one of Lincoln were created for size comparisons and hung from cables on the side of the mountain. All right, so that was amazing. So remember, when you come here, definitely take the trail and look for the cave. All right, on to the next spot. Good morning, everyone. So I made it to Hot Springs, South Dakota, and having this giant mammal behind me must only mean one thing. We're all about to learn something. So I'm at the Mammoth Site, which has the world's largest collection of mammoths ever found in the ground, anywhere. As you can see, this is still a very active dig here. You can see all the different bones and tusks that were found. over the years. It goes down about maybe 10, 12 feet. So some cool history about this place is about 26,000 years ago, this area, this ground collapsed and it became like a spring-fed water area with steep banks, and it became like a death trap to these animals. So they would come in and try to drink and they would slip and they would actually fall in and drown. And this is how they came to be here. Oh wow, look at this guy. Sinbad is his name. Look at the difference in height. Look how much bigger this is. Man. He is incredible. This was an entire mammoth. And then this one over here was an entire mammoth. And they just become piles of bone. So you can see these are the rib cages. And that's the skull. And one of the tusks. That is so cool. Still uncovering amazing bones and skulls and tusks. Well, that place was amazing. Big thanks to Mammoth Site for letting me walk around there before the tours start. So if you ever find yourself up in the Hot Springs, South Dakota area, you definitely have to check out Mammoth Site. So I have one more cool place to see around here, so I'm getting on the road, and I'll see you in a minute. Some random horses on the side of the road. Look at these amazing old buildings. The Buffalo Gap Centennial. Looks like part of it's been redone. Not much going on in these buildings, but the front is beautiful. I love the old wood and the old trim. And this is the Buffalo Gap City Hall. What is the notice on it? Very curious to see what this notice is. Oh, it's a town meeting. This is the City Hall. Oh wow, that looks like an old bank. Look at the old bank vault there. That's cool. Pretty quiet today in old Buffalo Gap. This is my new favorite vehicle. That is so funny. Super Cup Donut Patrol. How funny is that? And this one is adorable. Look at this little thing. Look at the light on it. I guess they don't want you to open that. They do have a post office though. That church is amazing. I actually think somebody lives in that church. Like they bought it and converted it and now it's a house. That's kind of cool, live in a church like that. It is very beautiful out here. So check this out. I love this Midwest stuff. How cool is this? This thing is long, probably, I don't know, a mile long, had 4 engines pulling it. My old friend Nebraska. I had gone up through the east part of Nebraska up into South Dakota and then came across, and now I've come back down because there's one more place that I need to see in Nebraska, a place I've always wanted to go, and I'm going there tomorrow morning. All right, so I lied about only seeing one thing in Nebraska. I'm en route to Toadstool Geological Park. And it is absolutely in the middle of nowhere. It's like 14 miles of dirt road, not kidding. 14 miles of dirt road to get here, or to get there. I'm not even close yet. So here I am. That's a campground, basically. And this is where I'm hiking. So now I'm on a trail going out to these crazy rock formations out in the middle of nowhere called the Toadstools. I don't know anything about them. I just know they look incredible online, so I said, what the heck? I'm gonna go check them out. So I think this is the start of the Toadstools, or what they call the Toadstools. Look at these rocks. It's like a sandstone or something. Man, that's amazing. This may be the closest thing I've ever been to being on another planet, a different planet. It is weird here. Like, look at this stuff. It's like a weird, I don't know. And then this giant, huge boulder sits on top of that. I have a feeling that at some point these were leveled and they looked more like toadstools or mushrooms, but they probably over time have toppled over, hopefully by way of nature. Look at this, like weird rock formations. I guess caused by erosion. This is crazy. Look at this. It looks like it used to be an ocean or something, but I don't know, maybe that's the case. I don't know anything about this place. I'm gonna have to look it up when I get back. It kind of reminds me of a cross between Joshua Tree and the Badlands. If you've ever been to both of those, it's kind of like both of them, kind of mixed together. It's just slowly eroding away. That is awesome. Well, if you weren't convinced about the whole toadstool name, maybe you are now. This is a ton of these things here. They are everywhere. So this place is amazing. It did not let me down at all. It was totally worth the 14-mile dirt road drive in here. Very, very cool, in the middle of nowhere, and you kind of feel like you're on a different planet. I'm gonna close out this video now though, because I think it's probably getting kind of long. So you're gonna have to stay tuned and watch the next Oddments vlog to see where it is that I'm going. That's so amazing. So make sure you guys follow me along on my journey. I'm traveling all over the country, checking out amazing places like here, and I'll see you on my next adventure.